Good morning and thanks for joining us here for Fit Friday on WDEF News 12 this morning. Our fitness trainer is back, Michaela Baumgartner. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about cardio and some ways that you can work cardio in at home, because a lot of people think you got to go to the gym and get in a class.
Right.
Or get a personal trainer to teach you
or
how
get
to
on
do
the
this.
treadmill. And I would rather, break my own arm just to not have to get on the treadmill, It's just like a gerbil. So what I want you to do is we're going to do some just some things you could actually do in your living room, okay? And you don't even have to have a mirror. A little bit of music would help. And we're going to start out and just do a jump rope, okay, basic jump rope.
How long are we talking about for these kind of cardio activities?
Well, what you can do is you can put a clock if you have, the second-hand clock.
Right.
And just look at the seconds and maybe go for 20 seconds on the jump rope. And then we're going to change to jacks, okay? And make sure your knees point outward on the jacks and that your arms cross at the top. If you can actually face the camera where they can see that your knees are pointing outward. Okay. Up, up. Okay, knees point outward. Yeah, a lot of people, they do jacks and their knees bow inward and they don't cross their arms at the top. They don't even raise their arms completely. And it's real important that you get the whole range of motion because that helps you get your heart rate up. And then you'll switch to kicks, okay? And so you can do each of these for 20 seconds at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so you go kicks.
What are you doing with your arms here?
Well, right here you can either raise your arms if your heart rate's not high enough.
All right.
If your heart rate is plenty high, you can just keep them right here.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to change over and we're going to do front and back kicks. So you go front, then back, front, and back. And make sure you keep your back nice and flat and your abs tight the entire time. All right, front, then back. All right, then you can change legs. And you go left foot front, right foot back, front and back. Okay,
and again, I guess you could raise your arms,
or you can just pump your arms.
Okay.
Okay. Then the next thing we're going to do is squat jumps. Okay, which is a basic squat. Don't let your knees go past your toes. Down, and you're up, up, up. Good. You don't have to spread your feet quite that wide if you don't want to, or you can if you want to. It's completely up to you, but don't let your knees go past your toes.
Which is like this. So you're still kind of squatting back.
You're still pretending to sit in that chair. Okay, and then you can just kind of walk in place for about a minute just to rest for a second, and then you can go back to doing the same routine over and over and again.
And you can do this in your home, and that's easy. Or if you're traveling or in
hotel room, out at a park, it doesn't matter. You can even go to the gym and do it just if you're tired of getting on the treadmill.
How many times do we need to do aerobics and how long?
Okay. How many times a week?
Yes.
Okay. I suggest doing aerobics at least 3 times a week.
Okay.
Some kind of cardio. But you know how I feel about weights too. And so I suggest if you can do 3 days a week of cardio, 3 days a week of weights, you will see a huge improvement in just a month, especially if you're adding your protein and eating the things you're supposed to be eating. You don't have to be gung-ho. But it's really important too that when you have these days and these opportunities to do the cardio, that you get your heart rate up efficiently. And a lot of times I have women that go, oh, I walk all the time. But they're walking with their girlfriends and they're gossiping.
Chatting.
Yeah, which is great, and it's great fellowship. But the problem is they're not getting their heart rate up enough. So you can tell if your heart rate is high enough because it shouldn't be real easy to carry on a conversation with your walking partner.
So if you're just chatting away, you don't have your heart rate
You're probably
high
not
enough.
going fast enough, yeah. You could probably step it up a notch. But if you cannot carry on a conversation, your heart rate's too high, and you don't want to stay at that level for the whole workout.
Okay.
Walking isn't the only form of cardio that you can do. You can dance. And I know most women like to dance, dance in your living room. Go out and go dancing one night, with your husband or your boyfriend. Also, the Wii is a big thing now, and they have so many different games that you can play. But change it up, because what happens is we get bored really easily.
Oh, yes.
I know I do, and it's really easy just to go, you know what, I'm tired of doing that, and so just stay in the bed. Well, no, that's not the answer. Keep changing it up, and it's real easy to get stuck inside the box and focus on other things you can do, and it kind of becomes a challenge, the new things that you can do, and tell your friends about that they're doing.
All right. If you have any questions, you can always email Michaela. She'll answer any of your fitness questions that you have. The address is on the screen, finallyfit@comcast.net, 227-5436. Get you more information, so contact Michaela. As always, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We're going to take a short break and be back. You're watching WDEF News 12 this morning.